Ball, man. It's Super Bowl 4, chat. Super Bowl 4. As we look at the playoff bracket, the Steelers and the St. Louis Rams are the two teams that have been dominating throughout the 1999 playoffs. As you can see, Rams, any team from the commissioners that play a computer, they basically get a bye week. So all three teams had a bye week on the NFC side. The only two teams that faced in the wild card was the Dolphins and the Titans, which the Dolphins came away with a 23-21 win over the Tennessee Titans after getting 3 turnovers. They were causing forced fumbles all over the place. Titans had themselves a pick and a fumble for 6 as well, but they couldn't win that one. Dolphins lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the divisional round. Steelers did exactly what they needed to do, came back after being down 17-3 with only 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. The score is now 21-20 at the AFC Championship. The Packers handled business against the Philadelphia Eagles, demolishing them by dang near 28 points in a 42-14 win over the Eagles. And the St. Louis Rams was able to survive the San Francisco 49ers, who had 2 players in the top 3 receiving yards, Jerry Rice, 36-year-old receiver Jerry Rice, and 21-year-old receiver Torrey Holt, who was the Offensive Player of the Year runner-up and Offensive Rookie of the Year. St. Louis Rams defeated the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship by a score of 34-16 to progress to the Super Bowl, and this is your Super Bowl matchup. St. Louis Rams versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's check out the teams. Oh, shit. When we look at the teams for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have rookie quarterback Donovan McNabb, who was the runner-up for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Again, Torrey Holt just had an amazing, outstanding year. 1,600 receiving yards, 127 receptions, and 17 touchdowns. And he broke 2 records, the receiving yards record and the receptions record for rookies. Ricky Waters is the running back, supported by Priest Holmes in the backfield. Chris Carter, 33-year-old veteran receiver looking to get his first Super Bowl win. Terry Glenn is the wide receiver 2 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Eddie Kennison at wide receiver 3. Walter Jones and Harold Smothers on the offensive line, as well as Orlando Brown and Frank Wycheck at tight end. This is a sleeper team, I'll tell you that much, but they got a solid defense with some key pieces in just the right positions. They got rookie cornerback Charles Woodson, who helped them get here. This is the anchor of the defense, getting coached up by veteran 31-year-old Steve Atwater. Pat Williams, sophomore defensive tackle, Sam Madison, and Don Abraham also on the defense. Bryant Paup and Ron Reiser, staple solid players, keeping the team at bay and disciplined and in the right positions whenever they are out of position. On kick return, you got Charles Woodson, Terry Glenn, and Charles Woodson on punt return. For the St. Louis Rams, this team made a bunch of moves at the trade deadline. The St. Louis Rams have quarterback Cordell Stewart. Tiki Barber was moved to fullback. Emmitt Smith and Edgerrin James. This is a veteran running back Emmitt Smith, rookie running back Edgerrin James in the backfield. Herman Moore is wide receiver 1. Tim DeWhite, wide receiver 3. Is Harold Wallace is at wide receiver 2. Mark Bruner is the tight end for the St. Louis Rams. And if you look at this offensive line, a lot different than their week 1 offensive line. They made a trade early in the year, getting rid of Tony Baselli, and Dermontti Dawson retired on them. In the meantime, they went back to get Tony Baselli after going 0-3 in the first couple weeks. Got their guy back. Also picked up Leon Searcy, Earl Dotson, and Mali Unatoa from the Eagles. They made a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles, picking up Dana Stubblefield along the way. Mike Vrabel was also picked up, Ty Law, and Deion Sanders. They traded away their first-round picks for 3 years. They don't have a single first-round pick for the next 3 years. Insane when you think about this team and what they gave up to get here. They can get this last win in this last game It'll be exactly what they need. Michael Strahan, Peter Bower, Ray Farmer also on the defense. They also have London Fletcher that they picked up in a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. Eric Turner, Rodney Harrison, Connor McLaughlin, Eric Swan, Sam Garnes, and Samari Roll. Ty Law is also at cornerback on there. And if you look at their special teams, running the kicks is Edgerrin James, Deion Sanders, and Edgerrin James is on punt return. As we get ready to showcase Super Bowl 4 for any given weekday, let's show the quick hype video.
First person shooter mode. Big as the Super Bowl, but go ahead, say it again. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what?
Be your own
Big as the Super Bowl, but
as Jerry Rice tried to reach for it, but fumbles. Big as the Super Bowl, chat. We here, man. We are here. The St. Louis Rams versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 1999 Super Bowl. Check out the threads for these teams. The St. Louis Rams will be wearing throwback unis. Let's see what they got coming out the bag. I feel like Killer Bees versus St. Louis. Is that an ugly jersey? Is this an ugly jersey combo, chat? Is this an ugly game combo? Do y'all disagree with this one? I was gonna do the 2000s classic home. No, they probably need to wear all blue. Yeah, they could wear the 2019s. All blue. Steelers can wear this. Because Steelers jerseys be doo-doo, man. They gotta have some, man, to spice it up. Which I think, chat. Let me get the predictions poll up. Do I sound good? Sound good, chat? Who wins Super Bowl? All right, I'm starting a prediction up right now. If you're watching on YouTube, type 1 if you think the Steelers will win, 2 if you think the Rams will win. If you're watching on Twitch, there's a prediction poll that is up. Poll is up. Poll is up. These are the threads that the teams are wearing, man. These are the threads. Predicts are up in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all ready? I'm a little nervous, man. I'm a little nervous. Why am I nervous? I'm nervous. Y'all like the banner at the top? So you got this. You got the Rams on the left, the St. Louis Rams. They currently are 0-2, and then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're 0-0. This is their first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 4. Rams have made it to back. 3 Super Bowls in a row. Second. $5,000 was put on the. Who just put 5,000 up? Somebody just put 5,000. yo, betting big. TJ put 5,000 on the Rams. Taliban put 5K on the Rams. Yeah, get y'all predictions up. Who y'all voting for, man? Y'all got time. Y'all got time to predict. Great. There we go. Y'all win. Put y'all money where y'all mouth is. Let's see if y'all gonna win. Predictions are up. All right, so let's see. I think we ready to go. I think we ready to start this thing. Let's get it. Super Bowl 4. We finna get started, chat. Oh, already. Super Bowl 4. Let's see. It ain't my time yet. It ain't my time yet. Welcome to the 1999 Any Given Weekday Super Bowl. History is still ready to be written. It might even be written in the stars, maybe the hieroglyphics. For the third straight year, the St. Louis Rams stand on a big stage, and this time they're looking to get this Super Bowl win. They're 0-2, as you can see in the top left. We got their banner right there. The Pittsburgh Steelers, this is their first Super Bowl on the right. Tonight they face a new challenge, a young, hungry Pittsburgh Steelers team that has shocked the league. Experience versus youth. Which team, who you guys got? Put your predictions up in the chat. Put your predictions up in the chat. And by the end of the night, one of these franchises will define the future of the league. Let's get to it. As always, these games are simmed at slow speed to the end of the game as we get ready for kickoff. Let's get it. St. Louis Rams kicking off to the Pittsburgh Steelers to start Super Bowl 4 for any given weekday. Predictions up in the chat. Post them if you want to. YouTube type 1 for Steelers, 2 for the Rams as a first kickoff from Charles Woodson gets taken down at the 27-yard line. We got rookie quarterback Donovan McNabb, who finished second in Offensive Rookie of the Year votings, has 3,704 passings, 32 touchdowns and 7 interceptions on the year. As he looks for the first play from the 27-yard line, he's motioning Chris Carter, veteran receiver, out, throws it to the right side as he gets tackled quickly by Sam Garnes, defensive back number 38. Going to the left side, Frank Wycheck gets caught. Take it down after getting the first down. On the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff to Ricky Waters, who gets tackled quickly by number 99. That's Eric Swan. As we start stream back up, we got a quick out pass for Chris Carter, who routes a wide cornerback Deion Sanders. We lost the stream for a bit. I don't know what happened. But in the meantime, we're back up. As another pass from Donovan McNabb. He's feeling pressure, has to throw it away. So a 4th and 3 leads to a 3 and out on the first drive for the St. Louis Rams. As their defense helps them get the ball back. Ray Farmer, and they come out on a punt block. This punt is sent off shortly as he runs and fair catches that one. So Cordell Stewart and the Rams take the offense for the 3rd time, 3 years in a row in any given weekday history. They're looking to turn their 0-2 record into 1-2. It's already looking good within the first 2 minutes based on their defensive end of this game. Let's see what happens from their offense as the first carry gets tackled for 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Predictions are still up in the chat. Looks like 8,000 put on the Rams, 20 on the Steelers. As that second pass goes only 5 yards. 3rd and 3, 38-yard line. Looking, quick screen pass. That was a weird throw, but it does go off. Getting caught by Williams. Harold Williams catches that ball. I don't know if you guys can see the torque on that ball by Cordell Stewart. Literally no look through it. This time, 1st and 10, motioning Tim DeWhite to the left side. Handoff to Eric. Dang! Emmitt Smith gets met, but bounce off of it. And he bounced off the second tackle. Steve Atwater met him in the backfield, but didn't wrap him up. Emmitt Smith pounces off of that, getting the first down. First and 10, drop back pass out of empty formation. Has a receiver on the middle, and it's caught by Tim DeWhite. A secure catching wide receiver. First and 10, 31. Looking down the middle, has a receiver who decides to slide. That's Herman Moore. Herman Moore does a possession catch, trying not to get hit in the middle and fumble. Great job from the young wide receiver, the veteran wide receiver on this Rams team. As they hand it off to Edgerrin James, who gets tackled in the backfield, met by their defensive tackle, Jason Peter. Jason Peters wearing a Guardian cap in 1999. Very futuristic. As the Steelers get ready to send 5, maybe even 6 as they're sending a blitz. Outside corner comes right through, but a dot over the middle from Cordell Stewart. The Rams. This Rams team has pushed all their chips into the center of the table, making trades to get their Great Wall of St. Louis back in play. Look at the blocking as they made trades, picked up Leon Searcy, Earl Dotson, Tony Vaselli, and even grabbed Deion Sanders. Traded away Mike Allstott and rookie Dre Bly. Picked up Deion Sanders. Oh my gosh, Cordell Stewart tried to run it and got tackled in the middle by Pat Williams. Deion Sanders, Ty Law, Mike Vrabel. Picked up a lot of people. As you see, this is the Rams team that has gotten them to the point today after starting off 0-3, finishing 13-4. A great pass down the middle. They need 7 yards to get the first down, 9 to get a touchdown. Steelers look like they're sending pressure out of man coverage. They do. They send 6. It's a screen pass. He has one. Oh my gosh, he had enough room on a great block right there. It's going to settle for a field goal unless they decide to go for it. But 3 years of draft picks is what the Rams decide to put away. They don't have any first-round picks until 2003. Just gone. This is a win-now roster. This Super Bowl is what they need to make a statement. You can say F them picks, and it works. They needed to get that Great Wall of St. Louis out there, and this is the second rendition of it. As a second kickoff goes, Charles Woodson returning the kick gets popped. Popped by number 52 right there on the defense. I believe that was London Fletcher. As Donovan McNabb comes out after going 3 and out on his first drive. Takes the field again. With 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Hands it off to Ricky Waters. Waters runs up the field. Cuts up gaining 13 yards on that rush. This Steelers team was not supposed to be here. I'll tell you that much. You don't expect for 2 rookies to be the face of the franchise, but Donovan McNabb and Charles Woodson was exactly what they needed as the quick screen pass dump off to the running back. Works perfectly as the defender thought he was blocking, but he peels out immediately. Gains 5 on the reception. A rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl with McNabb. McNabb was a steal in the draft, getting him in the second round. Already leading one of the biggest comebacks of the season. Won the AFC Championship after being down 17-3. Came back and won 21-20. Hands it off to Chris Carter. Chris Carter in open field. Tackled by Deion Sanders at the 18-yard line. Deion is already finding himself with 3 tackles so far in just the first quarter. Moments like this do not scare this young quarterback. They define him as he throws a quick screen dump off to his wide receiver, Chris Carter. As he looks and dumps it off again to his running back, Ricky Waters, who gets the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. 1999 Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. First touchdown comes from Ricky Waters, who takes the dump off from the quarterback, and he's just finding him on every single play. They can't catch him from out of the backfield. Number 52 chasing him, can't get him. London Fletcher. Touchdown, 7-3. What it looks like as the Steelers go up on the Rams. First Super Bowl. As the Rams get ready to field their first kickoff return. Edgerrin James and Deion Sanders in the backfield. This one is hauled in by Deion, who breaks the first tackle, getting tackled down to the 31-yard line. Cordell Stewart is coming back on the field. Fielding it at the 31-yard line, drop back for a pass. Has someone down the middle. That's Harold Wallace, number 88. So 1st and 10 from the 45 after the Steelers scored. For the St. Louis Rams trailing by just 4 points. Tried to hike the ball right before the end of the quarter, but that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter for this Super Bowl as the score is 7-3. Looking at a nice weather Super Bowl out here in Tampa Bay. Rams coming out in single back formation, loading up the left side of the offense. Play action. He rolls to the left and tries to dump it off to the tight end, but the ball goes nowhere. What the hell, Cordell? 2nd and 10, 45-yard line. As he launches up the middle, throws the interception. Caught by Bryant Paul, linebacker. Notice Steve Atwater. Safety Steve Atwater. YouTube, we definitely were born in 1999. As this is a Super Bowl from the St. Louis Rams and an interception by as he tried to hit up Tim Dwight, who was hovered in the middle of the field, giving the Steelers back the ball on their offense. Predictions are up in the chat. If you're on YouTube, looks like a lot of people have voted for the Rams today, but somebody put 20,000 in the Twitch chat on the Pittsburgh Steelers. As McNabb dumps it off to the left again, Frank Wycheck gets tackled for a loss. The predictions is closing soon. 22,000 put on the Steelers to win this. Donovan McNabb feeling pressure, dumps it off quickly to their running back. If the Rams want to win this, they need to cover this running back, Ricky Waters, who is breaking free on almost every single play. Rams defense is hovering on the line. They have 7 right there as they run an outside zone. Ricky gets the edge, breaking away. Has Deion Sanders and he trucks him. 4th and 48. Well, 4 rushes for 48 yards. Getting tackled down at the 23-yard line. Boom. It's a prime time hit stick as he puts the legendary cornerback right on his bottom. Got flatlined. 1st and 10 for the 23. They're coming out in I formation. Priest Holmes is the running back. They pass out of I formation. And a swat from linebacker number 58, Ray Farmer. Chad, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? This Super Bowl is already taking off. Looking to be one for the ages. As the Rams made it to their 3rd Super Bowl and a sack from Eric Swan. 3 Super Bowls in a row, trying to help their team win this one. It changed that Super Bowl tracker from 0-2 to 1-2 instead of 0-3. This 1999 season did not disappoint as it come out, finds the receiver, and it gets swatted out by Rodney Harrison. Chris Carter couldn't haul the ball in. Rodney Harrison knocks it out, and that's going to lead to a field goal attempt for the Steelers. Steelers looking to extend the lead by 7. The kick is good. So 10-3. What a great stop from the St. Louis Rams defense. All the fans at St. Louis Barnes Jewish Hospital, Emo's Pizza, Vest Soda, all of the fans from St. Louis is in support. As this one gets taken by Edgerrin James. Edgerrin gets tackled down at the 29-yard line. The 1999 season was an exciting one as Peyton Manning in his 2nd year finished with nearly 66,000 passing yards, 50 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions this year, getting crowned your MVP. And on the rushing end, Marshall Faulk had 1,915 yards on only 287 rushing attempts. Emmitt Smith, the running back featured in this game, had 1,700 yards on 40 less attempts. Very efficient for the running back. He doesn't need the volume. He just needs the opportunity. As he throws a slant pass, which gets the 1st down for the St. Louis Rams. Hope y'all are having a good time with this Any Given Weekday presentation of Super Bowl 4. We're doing good, chat. Play action pass. Cordell looking to the left side, finds Herman Moore. Herman Moore cuts upfield before getting tackled by number 21 on the defense. As he's surveying the defense, looks like a 4-man rush from the Steelers. They send 5, actually 6. And Adrian James gets met right at the line for no gain. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left as they drop back 7 in coverage. Intercepted again. Red. Oh my gosh. He saw that pass. Donnie Abram saw it fall off of Cordell Stewart's hands, and that was picked off immediately. What a great interception. As he read it, look at that. That comeback route was covered up like smothered pork chops. As Cordell throws his second interception of the day. Ricky Waters and Donovan McNabb, a team that we did not expect to be in a Super Bowl, has a 7-point lead against the 3-time Super Bowl appearing St. Louis Rams, and he gets sacked. Donovan McNabb pays for it. Mike Vrabel comes off the edge, sacking the quarterback, celebrating with his team, trying to get them the Super Bowl win. Drop back pass, throws it, has the receiver right down the middle, Terry Glenn, who gets popped in the middle by Peter Boulware. So Rams hovering the line, only send 4, looking upfield, lobs it, has the receiver and a corner. It's almost caught, but a pass interference penalty or a roughing the passer. Roughing the passer gets them the first down, as a great swat prevents the ball from potentially being a touchdown. In this one, another play action, finds a receiver who gets the ball knocked out immediately. Chat, the commissioner for the St. Louis Rams, it is his birthday today. Everyone, if you're in the chat, say happy birthday to Bubba, the commissioner for the St. Louis Rams. As Peter Boulware gets a tackle for loss right there, giving this commissioner a happy birthday present, trying to finish out the season with the Super Bowl win. On the wish list for the commissioner. A quick tackle, but not before hitting his wide receiver, who fights for extra yards. Getting taken down, not before he could get the first down. Great defensive stop for the Rams. The defense is backing them up, but the offense is just into trouble today. The Steelers defense is all over the place. A terrible punt. Puts them at the 28-yard line. Cordell, handoff. Emmitt Smith cuts upfield, dragging a defender for the first down. As he carries a defender, Emmitt Smith, I'll tell you what, very efficient as a runner. It's exciting to watch him. And also, he's coaching up Adrian James, who's picking up a lot of his, what would you call it? Stigmatisms. I don't even think that's the right name, but he's learning from this veteran running back. A lot of his tendencies and using it to be a very efficient runner. As a 2nd and 5, empty formation for Cordell. Trying to be patient, just not trying to throw the ball. As he runs it, has open field, slides, doesn't get risky. Doesn't need to give the ball away at all. Mike Vrabel is a defensive player of the year. That is the person that you've seen fly all over the place. Number 58 for the St. Louis Rams, defensive player of the year. As we get closer and closer to halftime, he dumps it off to Herman Moore, who was in the backfield. Moving it to the 44-yard line. We do have a halftime Super Bowl presentation coming up soon. As Cordell drops back, looking up the middle, has the receiver, and can't be hauled in. Swatted out. Steelers look like they're sending 6. It's going to leave only 5 in coverage. See if he blocks it. He has it, throwing it up the middle. Help Tim Dwight. Let's go. Cordell Stewart throws it, finds a receiver. Tim Dwight for a touchdown over the middle. The Steelers get risky, sending 6. Only have 5 in man coverage. And he takes the top off. That is a Super Bowl game-changing play. Cordell took the top off with that one. As they get ready to kick it off, on a kick return this time, it's still again Charles Woodson who gets tackled down at the 24-yard line. With 1 minute and 47 seconds left on the clock, Ricky Waters has 5 carries for 46 yards. They get the ball at the 1st and 10. He also got a touchdown from the receiving end. As they run a QB power with Donovan McNabb, that moves up the chains moves up 7 yards. Looking, has a receiver down the middle. 1st and 10 for the 39. Donovan McNabb drops back in pass coverage, fields 5 men on a rush, dumps it off to his wide receiver, Chris Carter, who catches it. Getting another catch in this quarter. 2nd and 7, 43-yard line, looking down the middle, almost caught by running back Ricky Waters, tackled by Mike Vrabel and Ray Farmer right there. Peter Bower, number 55, hovering on the right side of the defense. They send 4-man rush. It's his tight end who drops it before he could get the first down. Frank Wycheck can't survive the tackle. Tight end Frank Wycheck. That was basically a first down. He dropped the ball. This punter has been struggling today, has been kicking it short on the past couple punts. As this one goes short, but bounces as Edgerrin James falls on it before it can fall behind the 20-yard line. So Cordell Stewart has 1 minute and 3 seconds left, all 3 timeouts, and what looks like an opportunity at more points, hopefully 7. Drop back pass, a screen, halfback screen with Edgerrin James as he's following his blockers, gets the first down. They call timeout. Now at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, 31-yard line, drop back pass, 3-man rush from the Steelers. The rush almost gets to him, has a receiver wide open on a comeback route. Sitting in a soft coverage of the zone defense was Herman Moore. Looking upfield, has down the middle. Getting really close to the first down marker. They're going to call timeout, so they're out of timeouts now. They've used all 3. Still 45 seconds left. As they come out in single back formation, a quick pass to the outside. Herman Moore reaches and gets tagged by Charles Woodson, rookie cornerback. They get ready to spike it, well, it looks like. Nope, they pass out of it. Down the seam. The tight end drops it, so basically a timeout play. It was either going to be a catch for a first down or a drop and a timeout. Cordell is seeing something from the Steelers defense and decides to audible out of what he sees to a different formation, something that looked like a touchdown pass. Looking upfield, feeling pressure, looking, still trying to find a receiver. Think he has something, throws the pick. Oh my gosh! As risky as it could get, throws the 3rd interception caught by quarterback Aaron Bailey. He had his eyes upfield, tried to keep the play alive, and the receiver was covered. What was he thinking? Oh my gosh, they were almost in field goal territory. They basically were in field goal territory. Oh my gosh. As he throws a quick one to his outside corner or wide receiver, Chris Carter, and they just get ready for halftime. Another handoff, Ricky Waters, he gets it, juking, cutting, going upfield, breaking tackles, and scared us with what looked like it was going to be a touchdown. So as we go into halftime, we're going to give you the halftime presentation, our second halftime presentation for any given weekday. As we get ready, let's go, chat. Super Bowl halftime show, let's get it.
Everybody make mistakes. Yeah, they do. Yeah, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I think I need you back. Will you take me back right now, baby? Yeah, I got a lot on my mind. I've been thinking about you like all the time, but honestly, I don't got the time. I've been thinking about a lot of things like this rhyme, but that body's so fine. And honestly, can it be all mine? Like, I'm just trying to spend some time
the
with you
halftime show,
right now, baby.
Sponsored
yeah,
by Vet
so
Soda.
fine to me. I'm just trying to treat you like luxury. So shawty, what's it gonna be like, shawty? You trying to funk with me? Come on.
I don't need a lot, girl. I just need your loving. I just need your touching on my body. I don't need a lot, girl. I just need your loving. I just need your touching on my body.
Yeah, come funk with me, baby. 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 Yeah, come funk with me, baby. Yeah, come funk with me, baby. Yeah, why you with that dude? You know damn right that he ain't right for you. He an asshole and he show it too. Why you acting like he's so cool? Yeah, he just tryna mess with a lot of girls. Yeah, he ain't tryna give you the fucking world. Like, baby, I ain't really got a big plan, but I ain't really worried about them rubber bands. I got my eyes on the prize, and that mean them cheeks and them thighs. I just get lost in them eyes, lost in them beautiful eyes. Yeah,
let's go,
so
Chad,
fine
let's
to
go.
me. I'm just trying to treat you like luxury. So shawty, what's it gon' be like, shawty? You tryna funk with me?
I don't need a lot, girl. I just need your loving. I just need your touching on my body. I don't need a lot, girl. I just need your loving. I just need your touching on my body.
Yeah, come funk with me, baby.
Come funk with me, baby. Come funk with me, baby. Come funk with me, baby.
Yeah, come funk with me, baby. Come funk with me, baby.
We're getting our subs, chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, come funk with me, baby.
I know you wanna funk with me, baby. Know you ride with me, baby. So come, let me show you. Let me show you. Much I wanna show you. Funk with me. Can you funk with me? I said funk with me. Can you funk with me? Come funk with me, baby. Come funk with me, baby.
Let's go, Darius. Halftime Super Bowl show.
I don't need a lot, girl. I just need your loving. I just need your touching on my body. I don't need a lot, girl. I just need your loving. I just need your touching on my body.
Let's go. That is your Super Bowl halftime show, chat. I appreciate you all for watching. Let's get right back into it. As we get right back into it. Make sure y'all give a support, a follow to Dude Darius. Check out his YouTube channel. We got Dude Darius featuring Canary T. That was Funk With Me by Dude Darius for the Super Bowl halftime show. Sponsored by Vest Soda. Let's get it, chat. I'm giving everybody chats. I'm giving everybody subs real quick. No breakage. No breakage in the. No breakage in the streams. All right, now let's get back into it. Any given weekday, we will resume. Woo! As we come out of halftime, sim to the end of the game. 1st and 10. As the Steelers get the ball, Ricky Waters gets the handoff. Tackle down. 2nd and inches. I might need to pause it. What the heck is that? I think the halftime audio is going on right now as Ricky Waters gets the handoff, trucking Deion Sanders, bouncing off a couple of tacklers. Let me pause this. Chat, what's going on with the audio? We broke the stream, chat. We broke the stream. Any given weekday has broke the stream. All right. Nope. What the heck? I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. After this play, I'll fix it. Nope. Here, we'll do this. Intermission chat. Intermission chat. That halftime was so ecstatic that it broke the game. As we get ready to go back into it.
It's in the game.
Let's see. It should pick back up right where it left off. All right. Let's go. Look at that. Chat, y'all got access to new... As we resume, we had technical difficulties after the great halftime show. They basically shut down the broadcast. We lost audio footage to the mainstream. So in the meantime, we got 6 new subs sent out in the chat. If you were watching the halftime show, we appreciate you. As Any Given Weekday took over right there. New emotes is available to you all that got the subs. As we get ready to resume. All right. I need you to stop talking. I need you to stop talking. 2nd and 8 after a handoff to Ricky Waters right before we lost traction to the broadcaster booth as he breaks the first tackle from linebacker McLaughlin. Can't remember his name. 3rd and 3. A high pass from the center. Outside. Oh my gosh, he fumbled. Frank Wycheck fumbled. A knockout by number 20 as he gets up. What the heck just happened? Samari Rowe tackles tight end Frank Wycheck from behind, strips the ball out, and he fumbles as he tried to reach for the first down. A great defensive play. Look at it. Oh, his knee might have been down. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what they call. Samari Rowe does pick it up, and Cordell Stewart and the Rams get ready to come out on offense. I don't know if the broadcasting booth up there in New York. Let me see. New York, are you guys? Yep, that New York is challenging it.
The previous play is under review.
New York is challenging the play. They're trying to see if the runner was ruled down by contact from the knee. And it looks like they did give the ball back to the Steelers. So the Steelers have the ball at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Play action. Dumps it off to Chris Carter. Chris Carter's running upfield, getting met by a herd of Rams. Got to be careful because they love the head, but at least the animal does. As he's looking, feeling pressure, gets sacked. That Rams defensive line is humming, causing all type of pressure. But McNabb, unless he could dump it off to his running back or Vince Carter, settling for sacks as Eric Swan gets another one. 3rd and 7, 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Looking, hits his receiver who gets tackled shortly. They're going to have to settle for a field goal. Remind you, the St. Louis Rams gave up everything, put all of their chips on the table for this Super Bowl and for the next 2 or 3 Super Bowls. They just want to get one, but for the next 3 Super Bowls or the next 3 years, they don't have a single first-round pick, as they traded away Mike Vrabel. No, they traded away Mike Allstott, Dre Bly, and 3 first-round picks, one second-round pick. The next draft pick they have, dang, what a juke by Edgerrin James, is in 2003. So Cordell Stewart, after throwing 3 interceptions today, needs to shake off all of the jitters, as he had enough time at the halftime break to just revamp, drink the water, drink the Gatorade, get the jitters out. And let's see what he does as he hands it off to Emmitt Smith, who gets tackled after 1 yard. Great open field tackle from the previous Heisman of the Year award. Charles Woodson got the Heisman in his college year. He was also playing receiver in college as well as cornerback. 3rd and 1 for the Rams. You have to wonder, are those past Super Bowl losses affecting this Rams team, as Emmitt Smith stiff arms the defender and plows forward? I was going to say, I'm wondering if those past 2 Super Bowls are affecting the Rams, as the losses, as they're trailing by 3, those losses creeping in the back of their mind, trying not to go 0-3. For a team that's been here before, this moment feels just heavier as he overshoots his wide receiver, Tim Dwight. If you're in the chat, make sure you say happy birthday to Commissioner Bubba. That is the owner of the St. Louis Rams. Give him a happy birthday as he is watching this, looking and hoping for a Super Bowl win. There's a great open field tackle by Charles Woodson again. Make sure you say happy birthday. Drop a happy birthday in the chat for Commissioner of the Rams. Happy birthday, Marsh. Happy birthday, Bubba. Cordell finds a receiver, hits him. It's caught. What a great catch and pass as Williams comes clutch, preventing another incomplete pass. And a great hold up by the Great Wall of St. Louis, I should say. And he hits Tim Dwight. Tim Dwight scores. 2nd touchdown of the day. First one from a long deep pass. This one from a corner route. As Tim Dwight shows his moves. The leading receiver in touchdowns today, as he got 2 of them. I hope you put your money, as the St. Louis Rams were favorites. They had a -325 chance to win. The odds, if you bet at halftime, dropped, so you might have gotten even more points. As that PAT gets them a 4-point lead. Donovan McNabb coming back on the field. TD for Tim Dwight. Building the kick return again is Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson going up the middle. Tackle down at the 27-yard line. 9 carries for 87 yards is Ricky Waters. As Ricky is looking 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Hands it off. Now has 10 carries for 95 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Motioning to the left side. Play action. Feeling pressure. Dancing. Doesn't throw it away. Gets sacked. And what was just a 2nd and 2 is now a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
He was trying to get funky. He was listening too much to that halftime show. Dancing around. Trying to funk with him. And funked around and got sacked for 12. As he's looking, has his eyes upfield. Has to run it. McNabb falls forward. Moving the chains. Only just 7 yards. So a great punt, a great defensive stop for the St. Louis Rams. After what looked scary from the first 2 interceptions. And the punt, even though it's terrible, it has great bounce on it. There's a bounce from dang near the 40 to almost the 25, basically. So if you look at the top left, Rams are 0-2. Steelers are 0-0 in their Super Bowl debut. Rams looking to make that 1-2. Single back formation, trips on the left side, dumps it off, but swatted away from Josh Sweat.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And the defensive line motioning Herman Moore to the left side. Cordell Stewart drops back, has a screen on the right.